It's unfortunate to acknowledge that numerous popular chain restaurants are beginning to face significant challenges. In just a moment, we will explore all the practical reasons behind this trend. It's truly disheartening to witness once renowned names from 20 years ago reduced to mere shadows of their former selves. While the world has seen a lot of change, it would have been comforting if this aspect could have remained stable. However, that's not the case, and here's why. Millennials and Gen Z are changing the dining landscape with their unique eating habits, posing challenges for chain restaurants that have maintained traditional approaches for years. These younger generations are increasingly drawn to global cuisines such as Thai, Ethiopian, and Korean, opting for dining experiences at diverse eateries rather than the conventional American chains. Additionally, they frequently use meal delivery apps like DoorDash and UberEats, which significantly expands their dining options. What we're observing from restaurants, particularly with their more affordable meal deals, suggests that customers are becoming increasingly conscious of costs. This trend is partly due to inflation and likely influenced by broader economic concerns, such as the impact of the trade war. Setting aside the need for lower prices, there's more to consider in the current landscape. Restaurants are also feeling the impact of rising food costs. Tariffs contribute to increased prices independently. Additionally, the uncertainty surrounding tariffs adds another layer of cost for businesses. Meanwhile, workers are seeking higher wages as inflation has reduced the purchasing power of their paychecks. With all the ongoing challenges, it's not surprising that many restaurants are deciding to close their doors. In this video, I'll be highlighting some of the major restaurants that have announced closures and layoffs. It seems like more are being added to the list every day. It's important to remember that each layoff decision has its own unique circumstances. Interestingly, I've discovered a case where the layoffs are expected to be temporary, which I'll discuss further in a moment. But first, let's take a look at one of the significant losses. Red Robin has faced challenges since its peak in the mid-2000s. The company has experienced declining sales, and its product lineup has often seemed somewhat outdated. To address these issues, management has crafted an ambitious turnaround plan. This plan includes innovative marketing strategies and efforts to improve efficiency. Unfortunately, it also involves store closures and layoffs. Red Robin is set to close 15 underperforming locations this year, contributing to a total of 70 closures over the next few years. Unfortunately, this decision will likely result in layoffs for most or all of the staff at these locations. This represents a significant reduction, amounting to about 15% of the company's total number of stores. It's a considerable change. Hooters, once a favorite for its wings, especially with those memorable endless wings deals, has recently faced significant challenges, leading to a declaration of bankruptcy. The chain has already closed 30 restaurants, and unfortunately, more closures appear to be on the horizon. It's simply not as relevant as it once was. America's diners are facing challenges due to changing consumer preferences. When it comes to breakfast, many have opted for upscale, local brunch spots, or have shifted away from sit-down restaurants in favor of fast food options like Chick-fil-A and Bojangles. It's a concerning trend, highlighting the difficulties these traditional establishments are encountering. Denny's has announced plans to close over 150 locations by the end of this year, with closures being spread between last year and this year. This represents about a 10% reduction in their total number of stores. As a result, many communities will lose a long-standing favorite dining spot. Although some might feel that Denny's has contributed to this situation, it remains a disappointing development. If you're not familiar with Eddie V's, it's in the same league as restaurants like Ruth's Chris, Morton's, and Capitol Grill. These are the types of places you visit for truly special occasions, like college graduations, rehearsal dinners, or promotions. Sometimes, if you're fortunate, you might dine there on the company's dime while entertaining a client. Eddie V's is a reminder of a time when company expense budgets were a bit more generous. Eddie V's has recently announced that it will be laying off all 61 employees at its Newport Beach, California location as it closes this month. While it's just one restaurant, it's important to consider the context. With only around 30 locations nationwide, the closure of one, especially after more than 20 years, is quite significant. This brings us to the intriguing situation with McDonald's. McDonald's has recently laid off 105 employees in Fresno, California. Thankfully, this situation might not be as severe as it initially seems. The layoffs are related to the McDonald's location at 5645 E Kings Canyon Art, which is temporarily closing for renovations. Specifically, they are constructing a new drive-through bypass lane. It's anticipated that most of the staff will be rehired once the renovations are complete in 2 months. It would have been ideal if McDonald's had found a way to support the employees during this interim period. In conclusion, we've explored 5 restaurants that are favorites among boomers, but are currently closing locations and reducing their workforce. McDonald's stands out as a unique example in this context. However, for those who are facing layoffs, the reasons behind them offer little comfort. The reality is the same: disrupted lives, the challenge of seeking new employment, and the added burden of stress and worry. I extend my heartfelt wishes to everyone affected and their families during this difficult time. If you enjoyed this, subscribe to The Coconut Mama on YouTube at youtube.com/thecoconutmama for more.